I'm a teacher. I work with terminally ill and multi-handicapped physically impaired kids in this high school setting. My students watch a lot of video games. I think it's difficult for kids that I work with to see the difference between reality and not real things. Unfortunately, I think they already have troubles with relationship issues as far as interacting with others, and when they're stuck in front of the TV all the time, I think it's a huge issue.
A lot of parents and adults in general think that playing video games is a waste of time and that it's not going to get kids anywhere, but I think that's the opposite. I mean, it's a growing industry in itself, and I think that playing video games such as Halo takes intelligence.
Well, as a parent, I guess the positive and negative effects of video games, man, it's one of those things where the TV is a babysitter.
Some of the negative effects of the game would be obviously playing too much. Yeah, like I said, you only have so much time during the day to get things done.
Video games are great, and they're a great mode of entertainment, but just like anything, it probably shouldn't be overdone.
Other than that, though, I don't see too many negative effects. It's just like any other hobby, and it's not necessarily bad for you. You don't get much exercise doing it, but still burn a lot of calories, man. I sweat all the time when I play.
Since obesity and children nowadays are overweight in so many settings, I think it would be better if they were doing more of an outdoor activity. Playing baseball is a lot more productive for a kid than it would be to have to be sitting in front of the TV all the time.
As you can tell, I'm a little bit more of a husky kid, and that's probably because I spend way too much time in front of the television, melting my brain away playing video games.
I think it's a good thing. I think the thing that always bothered me before, when I had experiences with it with my children, it was that it went on for way too long and then they'd be dead the next day.
Multiplayer gaming and video games are not the cause of violence in young children. It may enable them or give them ideas of how to enact violence, but the underlying problem would be parenting, I would say, and not video games.
It's unfortunate because I think a lot of parents need to be more involved in their child's lives.
I have a lot of parents come up to me and ask me, is it bad for my kid to play this multiplayer game? And I go, no, not at all. I mean, the killing aspect, you don't even look at it that way. It's all about having fun and achieving the impossible to win the game.
I'm a little concerned about some of the violence that's on some of the video games. I think if video games are used 1 to 2 hours a day, that's fine, but when kids use it 8 to 10 to 12 hours a day, it's too much.
Actually, I never used to play Halo because it was violent. Like I said, I was always into Mario games and games with levels and coins. And I did think that Halo was a little bit violent and gory, but until you play, you don't know. I mean, and it's not so gory where you see guts and whatnot. I mean, yeah, you can see red as blood, but I don't think it's as gory as Grand Theft Auto games. I think that is gory and bad and will cause your children to be violent. Not Halo.
I would like to see, with Halo and things like that, since it does tend to lean more on the violence end of things, shooting and stuff, I would like to see it becoming more of an educational avenue, even if it meant, one thing I do think it's good, it makes kids think, it makes them think ahead, they have to plan, predict, strategize and things like that, but more importantly is it's not really doing anything educationally for them, and if they're low learners but they can maneuver the we call these joysticks and things like that, that's all good. Unfortunately, it really doesn't do much academically for them.
I know Bungie right now is working on a project for a new game. I don't know if it's another Halo game. One would assume it would be. As far as what I'm looking forward to in the game, I'd like it to be more like Halo 1, but I'm not too sure that's the route that they're going to go, since most of the people I think now know Halo 2 and what that's like, and the majority of the fans, if they switch it back to Halo 1, would be like, I don't like the way this game is, so it's probably going to end up more like Halo 2 than the first one. And then also, they have a movie coming out, rumored. Well, they do have a movie coming out, but it's rumored to be coming out in 2007, and that should be a big part of the Halo community.
Names that are spelled wrong, names that have numbers in their place instead of letters, names that have like, the noobs are the guys that, they want to have Spike as their gamer tag, but Spike's taken. So they are going to be Spike 1. Well, Spike 1 is taken. Well, so they end up being Spike 0059278. Noob. You got him. You know who he is. And if he's on your team, you want to betray him because you don't want him playing the game and screwing it up for you.